Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. First carry now for the former Badger Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one. They'll go again here with Taylor. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Jackson now to throw on first down. That's taken in. It's Tez Walker. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. And the Ravens have got a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. A first down on a gain of 11. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. Now the try for an extra point. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Here's first and 10. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Let's go. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Oh, will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up fourth down. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. He's going to run it.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is impossible. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Yeah! He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes 4th down.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately, he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Off the play fake, Jackson sending it downfield for Likely.
It seemed there was a bit of a busted coverage in the secondary, and I think that's what led that receiver to be so wide open. And that's a ball that just needs to be put on him. It doesn't have to be a perfect throw. It doesn't have to be thrown on the money.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He's going to air this one out. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
That's fielded at about the 18. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And he'll have a Commander's first down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense. And they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Now a run on first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. First down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Washington. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He's got it. And the Commanders will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. He fields it at the 8. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Percy Butler.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Reynolds is the motion man here. Working from the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Third and a yard. It's Daniels. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Here's a run. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Commanders. Will Reichard now on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. A 1st down throw for Jackson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On 1st and 10, Jackson throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Final play of the half, Jackson. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens.
These are the plays that when you look back, Mike, they ultimately decide the outcome of the game. There's no time left on the clock. All they're trying to do is take a shot into the end zone. You've got to get depth. You've got to have guys that can go up and high point and compete for the ball. And you've just got to knock this ball down and go into halftime.
So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically. For the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that 1st half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniel. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. To the tight end, Likely. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Baltimore.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
2nd down. Jackson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Back to throw, Jackson. Coming open, that's the tight end Likely. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play gets them down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. And he's in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game. And now 15 for the year. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. They'll stick with him again. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
That's complete. Some more on the right side. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And he's going to get him a 1st down here across midfield, and down to the 45.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Quick throw, taken in. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Washington.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 9. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a 1st down. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is 1st down and goal. Moore going in motion. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Everybody on that sideline, when you find yourself in a goal-to-go situation, you're all thinking the same thing. You're getting 6. Well, next thing you know, you've given up 2 sacks on the previous 3 plays, and I think here on 4th down, I've lost all confidence in my protection, and I think you got to settle for the 3.
So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. 4th down and goal. Moore going in motion. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
What are they? Sit up.
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Now Jackson on the move. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's across midfield. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. That's on the big man, Cam Robinson. Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. Second and 11.
A gain of 9 brings up second down at the 36-yard line.
Throwing Jackson. Oh, a man open right side. He's got him. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Now it's Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Jackson on 3rd and 2. He'll try to run for it.
Good awareness there on 3rd down. He's thinking there's nothing there, tuck it, and head for the sticks. He's able to get the first down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
Jackson now to throw on first down. This is caught at the 2. And he's got another one. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and it adds up to 16 now on the season. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Now a give on the ground. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down. They'll drop to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass. is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Moore going in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in. It's a pickup of 14, and the decision to go for it pays off.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Here's 2nd down. Moore going in motion. Daniels gonna throw again. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Jack Jones.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On 1st and 10, Jackson. This one caught downfield by Flowers. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Hey, middle.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big play there. Jackson to Flowers. 32 yards.
Go.
To the air one more time with Jackson. That's caught by Walker. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago. They make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.